According to the Human Rights Campaign, or HRC, that's how many transgender or gender nonconforming people were violently killed in 2021. It's a number that's gone up for the last few years. The HRC says Black and brown trans women are most often the victims. The trans community lives with this reality every day. Lucas Wheely is a former leader with PFLAG Tampa. It's an LGBTQ+ ally organization, and he tells us the number of deaths is already climbing in 2022.
Every year we see this getting worse before it gets better, but it's really difficult to know when it's gonna, take that turn.
Another number that's important to Wheely is 46. His friend Jenny, a trans woman known to the Sulphur Springs area, was identified as the 46th trans person to be killed last year. We spoke to Wheely a month after her death in December. And tonight, Tampa police say they've charged her suspected killer with her murder and the murder of another woman in the area. ABC Action News reporter Rochelle Aline has more.
After months of questions, Tampa police say they have a bit more clarity on two murders that happened 2 months apart in 2021. According to pre-trial documents, Damian Marshall is charged with first-degree murder in connection to the death of Linda Harris. She was found in late September dead in an old house on Sly Avenue that was set to be demolished. Those same documents show that 2 months later, in November, a transgender woman named Jenny was found dead near a home in Sulphur Springs. Marshall is also facing a first-degree murder charge in connection to her case. Both women were said to be found with wounds on their bodies, and TPD says Marshall admitted to having sex with both women, but that they were alive when he left.
In fact, it's more common.
We haven't been able to connect with Harris's family, but we did speak to Lucas Wheely, a friend of Jenny's.
Does this offer a sense of closure, at least, just, I guess, providing some kind of answer potentially?
Maybe closure in the sense that we're not looking and wondering anymore, but no, I mean, it doesn't bring her back, and it certainly doesn't help any other case that is very similar to hers as well. This one was just closer to home.
Wheely tells me Jenny's murder is especially troubling given the rising violence against people who identify as transgender. And he says more often than not, when it comes to a murder like Jenny's, the victim knows their killer in some capacity.
A trans woman might, meet up with someone either in a dating setting or, and then from there, either they didn't know she was trans or they find out she was trans, or sometimes they know and then someone else finds out that she's trans.
And he adds that better education about the LGBTQ+ community is the key to cutting down on this type of violence. In Tampa, Rochelle Aline, ABC Action News.